Good morning, members of the board, the chief executive officers, the managing directors, and the chief human resource officers. I am Dr. Chuma Andile Mangisa, an organizational leadership expert from Dr. Chem Leadership and HR Consulting. I want to start with a direct question. Why do meticulously designed strategies fail in capable organizations? I think most of you will agree with me that the answer is not about funding, it is not about skills, but it is culture. The question then is, what is culture? As you may know, organizational culture is often defined in different ways by different people. The simplest definition for me is that organizational culture is about how work actually gets done. It is how decisions are made when no policy is open. It is what people do when leaders are not present. It is how power, trust, and accountability really operate. As a matter of fact, culture gets shown in meetings. You can see it in meetings. You can hear it in silence. You can see it in the walls. And lastly, you can measure it in results. Now, I want us to speak about the cost of an unmanaged culture. Fortunately, I have worked in many organizations and have observed the same pattern. Values are written, but behavior is not aligned. People comply, but they do not commit. Risk is avoided, truth is managed. Strong talent leaves quietly or they disengage. Sometimes it is called quiet quitting. This is not a people problem. It is really a leadership and culture problem. How do we resolve this leadership and culture problem? We can resolve the problem through a proper culture diagnosis. But what does diagnosis of culture mean? Culture diagnosis is not a staff survey or a quick staff survey. It is not a moral score. A proper culture diagnosis examines evidence. For an example, what behavior gets rewarded? We need to know what behavior gets punished, how safe people feel to speak honestly, where do decisions slow down or collapse, what leaders say versus what they tolerate. Therefore, I believe culture becomes visible when it is diagnosed correctly. The question is, can diagnosis change outcomes? And if it can, why? I believe that once culture is visible, leadership improves. Leadership will stop guessing. Leaders will stop fixing symptoms. They will act with precision. Therefore, culture diagnosis strengthens execution. It reduces resistance to change. It protects reputation and governance. It improves performance where it matters. If culture is diagnosed so well, its work pays for itself. In closing, if you need culture to shape your results, you must manage it intentionally. Do not assume culture. Do not guess culture. Please make a proper diagnosis. I am available on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and LinkedIn or YouTube for a thorough engagement and assessment on how we can make culture really supportive of your organization's performance. Please get in touch with me on 066 337 9543 or info@drkemleadership.co.za. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.